Good afternoon, students. Welcome to physics afternoon session. In today's session, we are going to continue our same lesson, Unit 6, Gravitation. In yesterday class, we discussed a very important concept, that is gravitational potential energy near the surface of the earth and the gravitational potential. I hope you all understand well. Now, in today's session, we are going to see some more important concept in this lesson. Similarly, acceleration due to gravity, and what is the orbital speed, what is satellite, and what about the time taken for the moving the satellite in the orbit. Let me discuss one by one. So first we are going to discuss about acceleration due to gravity of the earth. In your earlier classes, you well discussed about the acceleration due to gravity. The same concept you are going to study here also, but in some vector notational form. Now consider, when object is a certain height, it will be reaches the ground. So what about the speed of the object reach the ground? So that is known as what? Acceleration due to gravity. So under, we are going to use some Newton's second law. Also we are going to use the Newton's law of gravitation, and we are going to derive the what is the value of acceleration due to gravity. Now, so consider a mass m which will be placed at the height of the surface of the object. Now it will be moving towards the ground. So the force experienced by the mass we are going to calculate by applying the Newton's second law. So we know Newton's second law. Also for this mass, I am going to compare it with the earth mass, finding the Newton's law of gravitation. So we discuss elaborately. So first I am going to use the Newton's law of gravitation. So we know the formula for finding the force. The F vector is equal to minus capital G small m into capital ME divided by RE square into R cap. Here the capital G represents the universal gravitational constant, and small m represents the mass of the object, and capital ME represents the mass of the earth, and RE represents the radius of the earth. Now for this mass, I am going to find the Newton's second law of calculating the force. F vector equal to m into a vector, and since a is equal to g, so therefore F vector equal to mg vector. This is equation number 2. Here g represents the acceleration due to gravity, and equating the equation 1 and 2, so we get mg vector equal to minus capital G small m me divided by RE square into R cap. Now cancel the m in both sides, so we get g vector equal to minus capital G capital ME divided by RE square into R cap. Now I am going to involve the gravitational force value in the magnitude, then the vector symbol will be removed, and it is represented by the modulus value. Therefore the modulus of G is equal to capital G ME divided by RE square. Since if we know the universal gravitational constant value and mass of the earth value and radius of the earth, we know the value of small g equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So this is the value of acceleration due to gravity of the earth. Okay, this is a very important value. And next we are going to discuss about satellites, orbital speed and time period. So you well know about a satellite. So in our day-to-day life we are using the use of communications with the help of a satellite. Also we are using the dish TV and telecommunications and the radar signals. All these things are well done by the satellite. So how the satellites are launched in the space with the help of the rocket, and also the rocket will move in a certain speed from the escaping our earth surface. Also it will be placed the satellite at a certain distance, that is called what? Orbital distance. Then what is the time taken to rotate the satellite in a orbit. So all the things we are going to study in this concept. Students, see this figure. So this figure represents the satellite revolving around the earth, where the satellite is placed above the earth surface of height h. So what is the speed of the satellite, and what about the time taken for the satellite to complete one revolution? So all the things we are going to study using some physical concept. First of all, we are going to calculate what is the force experienced by the satellite towards the earth using the centripetal force value. The centripetal force formula we well know, F is equal to mv square by r. Here r represents the total distance of the satellite to the center of the earth. So therefore the radius of the earth plus height of the satellite above the earth surface will be added to the small r, and substitute in the formula we get F equal to mv square by re plus h. This is equation number 1. Also, when we are comparing with any two masses, we are using the universal gravitational constant. Therefore F is equal to capital G me m divided by r square. Also substitute the smaller value here, we get F equal to capital G me m divided by re plus h the whole square. This is equation number 2. Here in these two equations we are using some important terms, where capital G is the universal gravitational constant, and capital Me represents the mass of the earth, and capital Re represents the radius of the earth, and M represents the mass of the object, that is satellite, and V represents the orbital speed of the satellite, and H represents the height of the satellite from the above the earth surface. So the equation 1 and 2 are equal to force. Then I am going to equating this equation 1 and 2. Therefore mv square divided by re plus h equal to capital G me m divided by re plus h the whole square. And next I am going to simplifying this equation, since we need the velocity, orbital velocity of the satellite. So I am keeping the velocity in one side and other terms will be cancelled. For example, m and m will be cancelled, and re plus h and re plus h the square one term will be neglected. Therefore we get v square equal to capital G me divided by re plus h. Also we need only what is the velocity of the satellite revolving in the orbit. Then v is equal to square root of capital G me divided by re plus h. So this is equation number 3, which the equation 3 represents the orbital speed of the satellite revolving in the orbit. Then suppose if the satellite height will be increased, what about the speed of the satellite? The speed of the satellite is decreased. That is a very important conclusion. After finding the orbital speed, we are going to calculate the time period of the satellite. What is the time period? So what is the time taken to complete the one revolution in the orbit? Therefore the distance covered by the satellite during one revolution in its orbit is equal to 2 pi r, that is circumference, the orbit in the form of circular shape. So considering the circumference, therefore capital R equal to re plus h, and substitute here, so we get 2 pi re plus h. We know the formula for finding the speed. So speed equal to distance travelled by time taken. So what is the distance? Just now we find the circumference value, so substitute here. Therefore v equal to 2 pi re plus h divided by capital T. This is equation number 4. Now substitute the v value, that is substitute equation 3 in equation 4. So we get square root of capital G me divided by re plus h equal to 2 pi re plus h divided by t. In left hand side the square root will be given separately. Therefore the square root of g me divided by square root of re plus h equal to 2 pi re plus h divided by t. And since we can write square root of re plus h equal to re plus h 1 by 2 and cross multiple the value, so we get square root of GME equal to 2 pi RE plus H 3 by 2 divided by T. Also we need only the time period. So therefore time period T equal to 2 pi divided by square root of GME into RE plus H 3 by 2. This is equation number 5. Then equation squaring on both sides in equation 5. So we get T square equal to 4 pi square divided by capital G ME into RE plus H whole cube, because the square term will be neglected. So since we get only the T square equal to 4 pi square divided by capital G ME, here also the square term will be removed. Since the 4 pi square divided by GME is a constant, so I am represented the value as C and replacing the value in the above equation, and we get T square equal to C RE plus H cube, and is equation number 6. Then from the Kepler's law of planetary motion, for revolving the satellite near the earth's surface, so the height will be neglected. When we are going to use the radius of the earth when calculating the time period. Therefore the equation 6 will be equated as T square equal to 4 pi square divided by GME into RE cube. Also we can write RE cube is equal to RE divided by 1 by RE square. So similarly we can get RE cube. So for rearranging the RE cube for our convenience, so we get T square equal to 4 pi square divided by capital G ME divided by RE square into RE. Then we know the acceleration due to gravity G equal to capital G ME divided by RE square, and change the denominator as small g, and we get T square equal to 4 pi square divided by G into RE. Now since we need only the time period, the square will be moved in the opposite side. We get T equal to square root of 4 pi square divided by G into RE. Taking the common terms outside from the square root, so we get T equal to 2 pi root of RE divided by G. This is equation number 7. This equation 7 represents the formula for finding the time period of the satellite revolving in the orbit. Since you know what is the radius of the earth, that is 6.4 into 10 power 6 meter. Also we know the G value, so G equal to 9.8 meter per second square, and substitute in the equation 7, we get T equal to 2 into 3.14 into square root of 6.4 into 10 power 6 divided by 9.8. So approximately the time taken for completing one revolution is 85 minutes. That is the time taken to complete one revolution in the orbital speed equal to 85 minutes. Students, coming to end of this session, today we discussed very two things. One is acceleration due to gravity. Also we are discussed about what is satellite and what is orbital velocity and what is time period of the satellite. I hope you all understand well. Thank you students. See you tomorrow Zoom class. In tomorrow Zoom class we are going to discuss very important concept in the 6th lesson. Also give some tips to write the second midterm test. Thank you.